Hey guys, so I'm gonna try to make this a quick update. You know what? Just as I started filming, I realized I didn't clean the intakes. They're nasty, but Black's is doing great. If you remember, that was just that little tiny piece that's multiplied. I've moved a couple over here. The reason why I moved them over here, so I have some beard algae on the front of the tank, and it's areas where, you know, there's not a lot of plants. But if you look back there, there's nothing. All right, so I figured I need something just to fill this blank area. Cletus, where you going? What you doing, bud? Come on, what are you doing? Up here on the couch. You're not hiding behind there. Come on, up here, bud. Up. I don't know what it is, but Cletus gets nervous when the oven is on. It's a very sensitive puppy. It's okay, puppy. It's alright. So, I have a ton more blocks I can move out into the open areas, which I think I'm going to do probably after this video, just to get it out there. And I know it's not going to look the best, it's not going to look great, but at least it'll stop the beard algae. Because again, if you look in between any of the plants, there's nothing. It's just in this open areas I have the beard algae. Another thing I'm going to do with this tank is the lights. I want to get some of those purple lights or some of those red lights to help accent the colors. Because right now you're just seeing the true color on this, you know, with my phone. Come on, bud. No, you can't fit back there. Alright, I'm going to make him some room. He's such a little baby. He likes to hide behind the couch sometimes when the oven's on. So I have to move it out so he can fit. It's a shame. It is really a shame. Look at him. It's horrible. I feel so bad for him. Let me move the couch out a little more for him, so he's not squished back there. Anyway, sorry guys. It's alright, buddy. You're alright. So, otherwise the plants are doing good. The AR mini, I'm assuming it's mini. Again, I have mini and another version, and which I'll show you in the 20 gallon tank. It's I can kind of distinguish between the 2 and the 20. So I'm not sure if this, I think this is definitely mini. But anyway, that's looking great, right? In the ADA. Most of the plants are doing well. I remember I said to you guys that I was going to change my dosing. I didn't. I just kept it the same. You know, I've been changing it so much. I kept it the same. Going AI, a little heavier on the macros, and the AR Mini is fine. It's still fine. I think it was just maybe some kind of adjustment after being trimmed, but everything's fine. You know, if you come underneath, you can see the color. It's looking fine. So I think I've just been a little quick to judge and a quick to react, I should say. With a lot of I see issues, I want to jump on it and change something. So I think everything's fine. Kimberly still having some issues, but I mean, if you see, the new growth is perfectly fine. So what I think what I'll have to do is just trim those tops and plant them. So whatever adjustment they had to do with the lower section of the plants is not well, but the top sections are fine. And I'll show you guys the 20. It's going to be still a work in progress. Before I started filming, I realized that I didn't clean everything that I wanted to, just like I did in this tank. But you won't believe how much I've taken out of that tank. So, there is the 20. this has become more of an AR tank, right? Because look at that, it's all AR. So I cleaned up most of the AR. It really looks great. You know, there's some substrate on some of the leaves. I cleaned out most of the stuff that had algae. Probably need to do some more trimming. Right, it looks fantastic actually. Trimmed the tank down big time. This stuff, the roots on this guy though. What I think I'm gonna do is probably gonna take some of the blocks and just probably run it across the front, maybe just of the AR, just the front. I think that might look good. All right, we'll try. If it doesn't look good, then I'll remove it. But I mean, these guys are looking pretty healthy, right? I mean, if you guys have any objections, let me know. But my definition of healthy plants, this looks pretty good. Again, you have to remember I did a lot of trimming and removing algae. But as far as the leaves and their color and the color, I'm using the Phoenix 24/7 Planet Tank. So right now it's, what time is it? It's it's what, almost a little after 8. The reds on the light are probably out a little more, so they're gonna enhance the reds. But anyway, you can see the health of the excuse me, of the leaves. Alright, so everything's looking pretty good. Again, big giant makeover, right, on this tank. Had to. Need to be done. And I see some stuff that I missed. I see some algae that I missed in some of these leaves. There you go. There's one, right? So I gotta go in there and trim that off. But, you know, from everything I've seen, everything I've read with AR, is it likes being handled, trimmed. So, like, you know, you see those unhealthy leaves. So it doesn't even have the algae on it. You go down here, you see the opaque and the pale colored leaves. Pull them out, pick them off, and, you know, new shoots will shoot out of there. So you could actually keep the plant low, growing low, by trimming it. You know, and new stuff will grow out. And apparently this stimulates growth, and this plant.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Pat.
This plant likes this stuff. So we'll see. And if you notice, I can't tell the difference between the AR Mini, so I'm thinking this is Mini. That one, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's Mini. Like, but for this guys up here, they have longer. They're not as broad, but the longer leaves, not as broad. I don't know if they're Mini or not. So it's a hodgepodge of AR. We'll see as they grow. So that's about it, guys. We'll take a look at there's the black neons, some of them anyway. And I'll bring you back over to the 75. I'll get an overview of this guy. This Phoenix 24/7, loving it so far. Haven't gotten into programming it, and you know, really making the lights do what I want to do. Right now, it's in a 24/7 mode, but we're looking forward to seeing what this light can do. But I'll show you. I'll go back to the 75. So, well, anyway, hopefully in a couple weeks I'll have this thing nailed down and looking good. So that's about it, guys. Back to the 75, and you can see the color difference, right? So there's a lot of whites in my tank, and if you want to see some of the, so you can see I have the pinks, right? So I'm gonna get some of those purples or reds to really accent the plants. That's about all I got right now, guys. I'll probably bring some of this stuff back over to the 20 also, but I pulled all that stuff out of the 20 because it was just covered in algae. But you guys know how fast this stuff grows. So that's it. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know about the blocks too, about pulling it in the front, or if there's anything else I can do to prevent the algae in the front of the tank. I'm thinking that's just the best option is just to fill the tank in. I mean, obviously that's the answer most of the time, just fill the tank in. So in the meantime, I'm just going to use the blocks. Otherwise, I might just pull each plant closer, along the front and just let it grow in closer to the front of the tank. But I do like keeping that open area. I know you guys before gave me a little bit of crap for having the Renicky going across the front. What do you call it? The green mile that went across the front of the tank. But so I'm gonna try to avoid that with the blocks. But all right, guys, let me know what you think. All right, thanks.